Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Pitch Invaders podcast. We've got a lot of things to cover for you guys: matches, reactions, and basically, we're going to have just heads up. We need a whole section for Man City because they're making big moves, they're getting big wins, they're signing big contracts, and it's all coming up right here.
All right, Christian.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed them. I didn't get the signal.
Okay.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Are we
How's it
gonna?
going?
We're gonna cut that out, I guess.
No, we're keeping it.
We'll keep it
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up,
Okay.
boys?
How
How's
are you,
everyone doing?
Christian?
I'm doing good.
I'm feeling well.
I'm feeling great,
You
man.
guys are you both are
Oh.
smiling for a while.
It's an
I
am-
haven't seen this.
Yeah,
smile
that's
on your
amazing. An
face.
amazing week to be a
Amazing.
City fan.
Amazing week to be a City fan.
You know what? I'm as a Liverpool fan. I think as any other team in the Premier
You're a
League,
Kofta fan.
I'm jealous with your transfer window.
What are you guys like? What's the rest of the league doing? Like
don't
when we
know.
get to the transfer part of this
I
podcast,
don't know.
there's no other team to talk about, really, is there?
How are you guys finding
No.
all this money?
Bro, we didn't
Ugh.
spend any money last
Bro,
summer.
Like,
And
look
we've
at
been
this.
selling
We
players
just got
left.
Savinho.
We've been
for
selling
25.
players left and right, and we won the Premier League 4 times in a row. That we
36
have enough
million
money
and
that we haven't
41
spent.
million.
Yeah, that's a good point.
36 million and 41 million on the two center backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
We saved a lot of money from selling players, and you guys don't realize that we actually win trophies. So that brings you
Money.
money,
Yeah.
How much
It's
money
not
do
the
you-
and we don't spend
Wait a
that.
minute. How
simple.
much money do you get for winning the Prem?
I think it's like 100 mil.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
I think it's
They're all
it's 100 mil and another
What league
50
is
or
that?
100 mil to
You
qualify to the Champions League.
you
gotta- you
shoes.
gotta
being in
watch.
top
I'm
four.
telling you right now, I don't think Man City's winning it this year, but you shoes better not open the door for us. Because we're gonna kick in that
Yeah.
door if you guys leave it cracked open like that.
Oil Club is back.
Yeah.
Let's label it that way. I love that label.
Well, I'm happy to see you guys smiling again.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
That's good.
Should we start with the teams in the bottom of the quote unquote big six, and then we work our way
Yes.
up?
Do
Are
you
we
mean
even
Spurs?
considering Spurs even and Manchester United anymore in this conversation?
We have to have a conversation about Tottenham. Let's start with
Yeah.
Tottenham if you guys are okay with that.
Let's
The
do that.
relegation battle team, yes.
They
David
are
Moyes with his first
Moise.
game with Everton.
What?
He showed Angie the way out.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
how I
are
feel
8
about that.
points from relegation. That is so sad to say.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. What do you guys do with that manager, man? He's got him in a couple cups that they have a chance in,
That's
but the
thing.
Premier League form is
They were 5th place last season, right? Is it 5th or 6th? 5th place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're in so many cups still. They're not doing bad in Europa League.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't think they made top 7 because
No,
they're
they
not
got
they're not in any European Cup, are they?
No, they got last season they got 5th. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5th place.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
they're in Europa. But like my point is, how they're in the semifinal and they beat Liverpool 1-0 in the first leg.
yeah.
Like that's something that I feel like, you know, if you're Spurs, maybe you're like, yeah, let's just keep him. I don't know.
Amir, what would you do
But
with him?
this is unacceptable, man. 3-0 against Everton.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can turn it around, but the fans shouldn't have too much of an expectation to qualify to any European competition next year.
At this point,
I
yeah,
think
but-
at this point, try to make top 10 and try to win a cup.
Top 10. Oh man.
Yeah, if you can make top 10 and win a cup, I think if I was a Spurs fan, I would be very happy.
are you keeping him then?
Probably,
So
Saying
top
top
10,
10
but
out
you
loud.
win a cup. You keep that manager?
I think so.
Do you say they'll turn it around based on what? Based on what they do in January? Based on
They have the players.
players getting healthy? Because they
They-
got a lot.
they
we have to
really-
say they have a lot
I-
of injuries.
I think they have the
Yeah.
players to make it top 10.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
So
So the problem is Ange Postecoglou. Is that the problem?
yeah, I think he's very stubborn
He
with
seems like
with
it.
his play style and formation. If he just relax a bit, it's gonna work out.
But what do you do when you have Udogi out, Romero out,
They
Van
have
de
good
Ven
players
out,
in even now. I mean,
Vicario's out.
Spence was great.
Spence was
uh,
great,
Yeah.
I mean,
And they signed the
other-
keeper.
I have
We
I have
still
a
yet to
theory.
see.
Not
I've
been-
got, I've
Yeah.
got a theory about Ange though. Is it possible that okay, so Spence and like Regulon and these types of
Yeah.
players, they've been on the team for a while and they haven't been getting any. Regulon, they're trying to loan him. I don't know why Ange is playing these players because he has no choice at this point. Okay, But before then, these were not guys that you would see regularly. And could it be that he was playing the same players with the same like high line
Yeah.
style where the defenders have to cover a lot of ground? Is that possible as to
Yeah.
why we are seeing so many of his defenders get injured? Do you think?
Oh yeah, I think that could be a reason.
Like, could the play style be why? You know, you could say, oh, well, the reason why Ange is not doing well is because he has so many injuries. But could it be his playing style is leading to those injuries?
Definitely
you know?
has a factor.
Yeah,
Because
so-
they're not a position team, and yet they are exposing themselves to a lot of counterattacking. So their defenders definitely run more than any other like team in the.
I have a trivia
league.
question for you guys. What's the ranking in goals scored in the league?
Okay, so I looked at the
Because
table
I know
today.
I'm looking. I know what it is.
I looked at the table today, and I saw they were 15th, right? And I saw the teams around them. The goal differential is like -6, -12, -9. Tottenham's goal differential is +10.
yes.
It's the
Wow.
most bizarre
But
team.
how many goals have they? How many
They've
goals?
conceded?
What would you say their rank is in the league based on goals that they've
Scored?
4. Yes.
First?
No. I mean that's
I don't
a
know.
pretty good guess.
But like
They're second.
I was gonna say,
They are
probably
had more than them.
second in the league for Liverpool has 50, Spurs has 45.
Liverpool's outscored the Spurs?
Yes, Liverpool has the
Yeah,
most
they-
goals scored.
they
In the
score a
league.
lot of
But
goals.
that's
Really?
that's insane that
Huh.
they have that many goals. That just shows you that the whole problem is in defense. The way Ange ball is it's all attacking. And the defense is so leaky and there's so many gaps in it
Yeah.
because the players are all forward.
Mhm.
And even when he tries to take out Madison to try to put 2 defensive midfielders to control it, it doesn't work.
He doesn't have any defensive midfielders.
He put
That's
Pepe,
the problem.
not Pepe, was it Pepe Sar?
Yeah. I
Pepe
think so.
Sar and that other guy.
Basuma.
He needs
Yeah,
a
and
lead.
the new guy.
He needs a
Bergvall.
leader
Yeah,
in
but
But
defense.
the thing is, none of those players are actual defensive midfielders. They're all 8s. All of them are. It's a team of 8s, and Madison's the only 10. They don't have any
but
6s.
Madison doesn't do anything in the back, so
Correct,
he's
but-
forced to bench him.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying he's playing
Yeah.
players out of their position in their midfield because he doesn't have a true number
That's
6,
true.
and they still haven't. I mean,
Yeah.
recording this, they still haven't gotten one.
It's
To my
entertaining.
knowledge.
though.
Well, at least at the end of the day, I don't think I think there's a lot to learn for Angie, because he really needs to.
Does he have the time to
change-
learn?
Well,
That's the thing, man.
he really needs to, as quickly as possible. He needs to get some results at least
Yeah.
to make everyone happy,
I mean,
to hold on to that hope that he can win a cup.
I
If he
still think that he's
wins-
going to keep the job until at least those cups are over. They're going to have
Yeah.
Villa. They're going to play Villa, I think, in the FA Cup,
Mm.
and then they got Liverpool. And these games, okay, the first one is Liverpool, I believe, in the
Yes.
second leg,
And then right
of the-
after
Yeah.
that Sunday, yeah.
and then Aston Villa after that,
FA
right?
Cup, yeah.
So if those two don't go in their favor, then I think they'll sack him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And we have seen the owners at Spurs the night before Man
the
City.
final.
Yeah, they sacked
sacked Mourinho
Mourinho
the
the night
final.
before the final with Man City.
Mhm.
So maybe they don't care.
But I
about
heard
the
that was a
cups.
money thing.
I have no
I
idea.
heard that was a money thing, though. But yeah, the timing is insane.
Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, losing against Everton is unacceptable.
The last
really.
time I saw this is a crazy stat here. The last time Tottenham have lost 12 games in the Premier League.
Okay.
Okay, so they've lost more games than they've won at this point.
No way.
The last time that they done that, lost
wow.
12 games, it was, I don't remember the name of that man. It was like 97, 98. They had to fire that manager, and they brought in a new manager by the name of Christian Gross. I think he's Portuguese.
Oh.
No, he's Swiss. He's Swiss. Do you know where Christian Gross is now?
Is that Pascal Gross's father or something?
I don't know who Pascal Gross is, but Christian Gross is the coach of Zamalek.
no,
Now.
Pascal.
That shows you the
Oh,
downgrade.
wow.
But I mean, again, that was in the late 90s. But just pulling everything in
I'll have to
front.
search that.
Christian
That
Gross
is
took over
crazy.
Tottenham in 97, 98 after they lost like 12 games. And he only got like a year before they got rid of him
Wow.
and brought in somebody else, you know?
Dang, man, this
Yeah.
guy's old.
Now that guy's coaching Zamalek. Yeah.
97, 98 Tottenham. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
That's crazy. Wow.
I went deep on my Tottenham knowledge this week, boys. Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
man.
And then now they lost Solanke for 6 freaking weeks. Like I'm dead in fantasy now, boys. Okay, no Saka, no Solanke now. It's open season now in the league, my friends.
They need to do some transfer purchases, man. They need people quickly.
They need bodies, warm
Yeah.
bodies.
They're not the only team we're going to talk about, but
Yeah,
I just said like, let's just. I know we're not talking about Everton, but like, hats off. Like it
Moise.
felt, It felt. Did you see the goal from Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah.
That was like Calvert-Lewin like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know Calvert-Lewin can do that.
I thought he was done.
You know
like,
what?
I thought
It's his first goal this year. That's
I
why.
I
thought he was.
I even saw it like by accident because like they were bringing highlights on the TV and I'm just like passing around in the living room
Yeah.
and I saw this
Is
goal. I
that
was like,
Calvert-Lewin?
what?
What was that
What
move?
was that?
Yeah, bro.
I was
And then
like-
Nadai's move was incredible as well. Though.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Is that so? All it took was bringing Moyes back and like
Moyes.
turning back the clock.
He has to be Moise.
Moyes.
Moise.
Moise. Like the
Yeah,
men's
I'm
team.
happy to see
Yeah.
them. I mean, I hate Everton as a Liverpool fan, but I'm happy to see, you know,
Why would you hate your like
Enemy.
adopted
Your neighbor
younger
Neighbor.
brother? That's
the only
basically
reason
what
I
it is.
like kind of like Everton is because of Landon Donovan. Remember when he used to
Oh,
Fair
well.
enough.
Yeah.
That was the
Fair
only
enough.
reason I like. Yeah, but yeah. So let's see how it happens, man.
Yeah. All right, you
Um,
guys got anything else, or do you guys want to move on to?
Let's move to
Let's
the
go to-
other
let's go to
like
Manchester.
lower yeah,
Manchester
Manchester
United,
United.
What's their
Oh my
dude?
god.
Stakes, dude.
Did they make the wrong decision signing this manager, guys?
No.
I don't think it could have gone any worse, but it's still bad.
dude.
This is really bad, man. Have
What'd
you
you
seen
guys-
his results?
Again, what'd you guys expect though? I told it's gonna, it's
I
gonna get
was not
worse before
expecting
it gets
this many
better.
losses. What happened to the managerial bounce that we see?
He has to have a good team for that. I mean, he's got a
He doesn't have a horrible team.
his team in Portugal is better than that team in, in Manchester. I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
I'm starting to agree with Christian. I don't think this club has any player that can actually play in
go
the
run a
Premier
victory
League.
lap.
Maybe aside from Bruno Fernandes, who can probably play for Spurs one day, but
Spurs. That's
Honestly, I
funny.
could see it. But
No, isn't it crazy though that like Garnacho and Rashford are
leaving.
okay, we've talked about this before. Every manager, time you get a new manager, there's a few victims that get sacrificed.
Yes, yes.
There's like a couple guys. Like for us, it was
You said Yaya Toure.
Joe Hart,
Yeah.
Fernando. Remember Fernando?
Oh, God.
Samir Nasri was gone the minute
Yeah.
that came.
Yaya
through.
Toure.
Some guys get sacrificed. Is that Rashford and Garnacho for this guy? They're getting sacrificed.
I think so.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely Rashford.
But they were
I
overdue.
definitely see it. But now they're
Yeah,
talking
but I
about.
thought Garnacho was this world-class player.
I would
boys.
keep Garnacho if it was me.
Really?
Yeah.
But Napoli's talking about spending 65 M's on that guy.
I'll,
I would sell him.
I'll
I'd
take
sell him
that
in a heartbeat.
for
You
sure.
take the money?
Yeah.
I'll take the
I'm
money.
taking that money.
He doesn't have that much.
I'll
potential.
try to sell Casemiro to Saudi. I'll
Yeah.
try to sell Xerxes, send him back to Italy or
Sell
something.
Onana, man.
And-
Freaking
Onana.
donkey.
It's
And
horrible
Onana,
in that game,
Onana's
man.
not looking
Donkey,
good
bro.
either. Yeah,
Against Brighton, he was.
Bring De Gea. I mean, you guys are stupid for getting rid of De
Yeah.
Gea.
definitely bring a bunch of young English players that actually may carry some legacy in them that they want to bring this club back, and rely on the academy. That's the
Well,
only
they
way I
thought
see
they
it.
did that when
but-
they
So
brought
you're
Mason
you're
Mount.
so what you're
Right.
suggesting here is the Barcelona method.
Probably, yeah.
But I
with
I
these
have to
big
assume-
with these big clubs with a
Yeah.
lot of like heritage and money and like they are just like basically they're relying on their name like Manchester United, but they're not top six club. to
Dude,
me.
they have nobody in their starting. I mean, other than Kobe Mainoo, I guess is the only like
Yeah,
Is this
academy
guy-
player.
when
right?
you told me on the last pod that he was getting talked about
Yeah,
as being sold to another
I
team.
think now that's over.
Okay, because I
probably.
was
that
gonna
ended?
say
Yeah.
him and Ahmad are your only. That's
They s-
your future, basically.
they
In my
extended
opinion.
Ahmad's contract.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the one piece of good business that they've done, in my
Yeah.
opinion. He basically rescued. I mean, I know we
Got
made the
a
predictions about against
Yeah.
Southampton. He basically rescued that game for them,
Yeah.
right? So
But like that defensive line, I would sell every single one of them. Honestly, I would keep Maguire because I
He
feel
hasn't
like
been
that's
bad.
the
Bro,
only
he's good, man.
that's the only guy that actually I feel like he cares about the team with everything that he have been through. He
Yeah.
is the best player in that defense
he
line.
does care about the badge.
Yeah.
I'd still keep Delict, and I'm okay with Mazraoui.
Mazraoui's okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I told you guys before the three guys, or four guys, Ahmad,
Yeah.
Mainu, Delict, Mazraoui, everybody else can
I
go.
think Ugarte is
Literally
good too.
everybody. You think he's good?
Ugarte is looking pretty. He has potential for sure.
Is it-
Okay.
Still
Are we
a young
talking
guy.
about the team or are we talking about the coach? It's the team.
I
right?
don't have a problem.
Or
with
are we
coach,
talking
man.
about
Yeah.
the club, guys? Because there's three.
Club is
different
rough.
things.
Well, the club is already. We talked about the club.
Old
The club
Trafford.
is it's a much bigger problem than the coach and the team.
Because we
anyway.
could have said Everton was trash a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and like look
yeah.
what happened.
But that's
Or-
why I don't know about the Barcelona method, because like if they're corrupted or rotten that far, I don't know if their academy's any good. Like if they can't scout players
Yeah.
anymore. If they
Yeah.
can't if they can't see talent in front of him anymore, it has to like fall in their lap. I don't have any faith that their academy would be any good either, to be
Yeah.
honest. But I agree with that method because you don't really have many
I
other
don't
options.
think they have the luxury anymore.
The only other option is like you let Ruben Amorim go get all the guys he's worked with before. Let him get Gyökeres and all these other guys.
But then you spend more
he
money
knows.
and you risk that you can get in a clash with the FFP like sooner or
True.
later because
Yeah.
they're not winning any trophies. They're not making top four. Like
Yeah.
every other year now. Like where are you getting this money from?
You know what I
So-
think Manchester United need is like some younger, like less known, not necessarily younger, but like I feel like they always go for the big shots.
the big names.
They need to
Yeah.
go for like some Gabriel Martinellis that were like Gabriel Martinelli like
it's the
3 years ago.
go
Like
the
players
Arsenal
that like
route.
give them 2 years and they'll be
Mhm.
like superstars.
The Arsenal route.
Yeah, Arsenal and Manchester
It's
City. I
usually
mean, you guys have Savinho,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not really well known. You guys got a couple of center backs that who knows what they could be in 2 years.
True.
Yeah.
So like my point is, you guys are not going out and getting, I don't know, whoever's the best center back now. You know, like
Right.
you're not going out and getting that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they need, 'cause they-
Husanov.
They have all these well-known like superstars. Like
True.
that's not what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mason Mount stuff like that didn't.
But I just want to say they looked horrible against
Yeah.
Brighton,
Yeah.
and the only reason they won against Southampton was because of the Ahmad show that
Yeah.
we saw.
Yeah.
But really,
That
like,
kid's awesome, man. I
yeah,
I like watching him. I don't like his team and the badge he wears.
I like watching
Yeah.
him
But I
because
like
he's on
that
my
guy.
fantasy team.
That was a good pickup. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you guys this question because we have to seriously talk about this. We need to just like in honor of them. We're not actually doing it, but we need to take these two teams out of Big Six and replace them with two other ones.
I
So what are the
completely agree.
two teams that are gonna just, I guess, for this season at the very least, replace Man United and Tottenham? I'm not saying we're talking just for this episode. Like who should
Nottingham and
we-
Newcastle.
Nottingham definitely.
Nottingham.
Newcastle.
But
Although I think
Nottingham could be a 1 year flash in the pan, Amir.
no, man,
It could be a 1 year flash in the pan.
they won 3-2. Dude, they're
I
on
know-
fire, bro.
I know, but we're talking about who deserves to be
Newcastle
in the
and
Big Six.
Aston
And
Villa,
Aston Villa
probably.
for sure.
Newcastle,
been-
I agree with
And Aston Villa.
Newcastle. And you think Aston Villa?
Aston Villa deserves a spot
not
too.
Brighton.
Brighton
No.
hasn't made it
They
yet
haven't been
to like
consistent.
top
I know,
four
but
at
Brighton
least
is,
or
like,
anything.
They're not
churning
as
out.
consistent.
At least Aston Villa are playing in the Champions League.
That is true. That is true.
And they're playing good, and they have
Yeah.
they got some good players too. Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the manager of Aston Villa, but I'd take the scouts from Brighton. I feel like the scouts in Brighton find good talent
Aston
everywhere.
Villa just got Daniel Malin from
Yeah.
Dortmund.
That was
That's
a good
super-
purchase.
It's a good.
I was surprised to see that.
Good
actually.
move right there.
Yeah, and
What
definitely
position does he
he
play?
he
Center
definitely center. I think he's more on the left side, which I
Okay.
think they like because
right wing. Sorry,
right wing.
Right
yeah.
wing.
I thought
He's
he
a
plays on the left too. Doesn't he?
striker or right wing. Yeah, I mean,
Striker?
probably could. Yeah, I,
I
mean,
think-
that's one of his
Does
positions.
that
Yeah.
mean John Duran could be on his way out?
Possibly.
There's talks with him going. I saw
Arsenal-
60 million
I saw
offer to him.
Arsenal
That's a
are
great
talking
deal.
are talking about him.
Dude,
Even Manchester United are talking about.
that's
60
a good.
60 mil for him is
I would
worth it.
jump on that if I was
Yeah.
Aston
How many
Villa.
goals does he have this year so far?
I'm sure it's
Seven, I think
yeah.
seven or more.
And that was in the beginning of the
Okay, so
year.
to me, like
7 goals. Yeah.
Yeah,
to me, I mean, maybe this is not the right way of looking at
In
it,
the
but to
Premier
me, like 7 goals in the Prem weighs more than like 12 goals in Germany
Yeah.
or 12
Yeah,
goals in
definitely.
France.
No, I agree.
So
Worth a lot more.
yeah, so that I would pay 60 for that guy.
yeah.
I think Aston Villa and Newcastle are the new top 6. I really do.
We dubbed them
I don't know.
top
But I
I-
think
six.
Aston Villa won't make it to top 6 because of Forest this year.
Okay.
Wow.
Fair
I
enough.
I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant about Newcastle too because last year they were terrible.
That's true. But I
Yeah.
think that was their first European tournament,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
I think they kind of are getting.
They got
They're
stressed.
turning the corner. It does feel like they're turning the corner to be like we have to worry about this team every week now.
And Isak is now
Yeah, he's on
this
fire.
completely solidified striker.
Yes,
Whereas last year he was like switching off with
Yeah.
Wilson.
This guy would be a perfect fit for Arsenal.
he would. He
If
really
they
would.
spend 150.
I would go and spend that 150. Like this guy proved that he can
Yeah.
do it all.
Tank.
But-
Oh, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, Arsenal.
Should we move on to who's next?
Chelsea, right?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. Well,
They
no,
finally
Manchester
get
City,
somebody.
guys. What are we talking about?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, don't get carried
Well,
away.
I
now.
wanted to
Alright.
save Man City because they got so much. news going around transfers. Erling Haaland.
We
You wanna
saved
get
the
into that
best
now?
for last, which is Liverpool.
All right,
first.
fine.
All
Let's
right,
get into
all
Man,
right.
Man City now.
Let's talk
Here,
about
here
it.
comes the next
Where are we
half
starting?
hour. Yeah.
Like-
Where do we start? Let's
I
start with
don't
the
know.
Erling Haaland contract.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
history.
Dude.
That's history in the making.
Give it 3 years, and he's going to be soaking up your contract, your wages.
Correct.
He's going to be playing golf
Soaking-
like Gareth
Yeah.
Bale, and
Okay.
what other player?
That's not the Man
did it?
City way,
Yeah,
I
it's
It's
know.
not
not
about Man
way.
City.
It's
That's,
not-
that's him.
dude. You know that number of top scorer Alan Shearer that Salah
Yes.
have been trying to beat in 8 years. This guy Erling Haaland's gonna beat in 5 years.
5 years.
No.
He's gonna
Five,
crush
give it 5 years, and this
Yeah.
guy's gonna be topping the Premier League like
What a
all
piece
time.
of business. And
top scorer.
the irony of taking a page out of the Chelsea playbook and signing him to a 9-year contract.
Does he have a buyout clause? I don't know if they.
yeah,
released that.
after
Yeah.
2029.
Yeah,
Damn,
But it's in
dude.
like the
Oh my
it's an
gosh.
astronomical
dude, he did this
buyout
for the
clause.
badge,
yeah.
and he said that he didn't care about the charges, even if Man City is guilty, he's gonna stay.
Do you think
That
that
tells
was,
you.
that was
That's
too
love
much
right there.
reaction, like too reactive from him to do that?
I
But
don't
that's
thi-
love
They-
right
they're
there.
big
Do you
talk-
not
You don't
see
think
that?
in like 3 years he's gonna be like, you know what, I want to leave.
but that's fine.
You can pay. They have to pay the
Yeah.
fee.
But like, why would he put himself in that
He
Really?
loves
Ju-
us.
where
Dude.
he's locked? He loves you guys now,
so
but like,
so you guys,
They'll always love us.
you're ignoring
You
Man
wanna
City
treble.
for renewing Erling
Yeah.
Haaland, but you're ignoring Barcelona and Real Madrid, like putting a buyout clause for their players for $1 billion
Right.
or 1 billion,
who
whatever.
did they do that with?
They do that with
Bums.
all their young talent.
Bums, yeah.
So they're locking out young talent. Like they don't even like these guys cannot even go
Yeah, I hate
anywhere.
that. I hate that.
So I think that's
it's
how
like
the
locking
business.
your life
and
away.
Yeah.
the two teams that were like pushing for Erling were Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So he just stuck a giant middle finger up to the two giants
true.
of Spain
That's true.
and
And-
said, El Hastizi.
Yeah, and I don't think it's reactive at all because the talks about Erling Haaland renewing his contract or leaving has been going for like 2 years at least,
Yeah.
or like even after like since the beginning of last year there were talks already about him leaving. So I think he took his time. He talked to his agent. The club offered them everything, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
he's
do it."
33 years old is when he's.
We're the
gonna
greatest
Yeah.
club in the world now.
Yes,
Congratulations, guys.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
we
I
we
wish we would have
secured
done this with Mo Salah.
we secured a future captain and a future talent
Dang, I
and
didn't think about
everything.
that.
Like
Yeah.
he secured a future for the club regardless.
They're already chiseling the trophy for him that's going to be outside the
Yeah.
Etihad. Just FYI.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Well,
right
you
next to Sergio Aguero, in between him and David
he will
Silva.
definitely get a trophy. I mean,
Yeah.
with the
Or
goals that he's
statue, I mean, I'm
scoring.
sorry.
No, I agree.
Do we want to talk about the transfers first, or you guys want to talk about the scores first?
Let's talk about the form they're in.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the form they're in.
I thought they had a good game against Brentford.
Yeah.
But it was again disappointing to
You
see.
guys lucky to not lose that game.
Yeah. But that was
Why?
only
We were
like
up
that
two-
was only in
we
the
were
last
up
15
2-0.
minutes.
What do you mean? We're up 2-0.
He had a goal
last-
line clearance by
Yeah.
Ake in the last minute.
But yeah,
Yeah, he's-
honestly without Aki we would have lost this game. But again,
was-
it was those last 15 minutes. We've seen Man City like we were like I don't know how is that like the third time we will be up 2-0 and then Guardiola subs in Gundogan. And then all of a
You
sudden
have soured on
I
this
am
guy
not-
so
I'm-
He
much.
was so happy
because
when he was coming.
That
Yeah.
actually happened 3 times this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Like why?
So Guardiola's response to that, you know what? I see what Amir is saying. So I'm just going to put Gundogan in the starting 11.
James
That way there's no subbing him on.
Him and keeping him and Kovacic maybe, but
Yeah.
him relying on him, even if you're 2-0 up against a team that is very hungry to score goals like Brentford,
Yes.
and leaving him alone in DM and letting all that like whole mess like
Right.
with defense, I don't know. I blame Guardiola for this score. Even
Yeah.
though like Foden was on fire, I think we looked really
Yes.
good first half, or at least the first like 60 minutes. But then
Foden came out of nowhere with that.
yeah,
He was pretty bad before then.
Yeah. That was a rough game for me, man. I mean,
yeah,
again, like not to sound not to speak with hubris or whatever, but when we're up 2-0, usually Man City fans can shut up shop. They know
Yeah.
we're getting 3 points. So that was
it's the first time this like I feel like this is the first season we start to feel like we're being
Vulnerable?
exposed. Yeah,
yeah.
more exposed than before. But
Well, that's
Well,
what happens when you lose Rodri.
yeah,
You guys played Ipswich and had a good
yeah.
momentum booster.
Took a big steamy dump on them.
6-0.
6-0.
So, and you know,
We needed that.
like I said
For
last
sure.
week, you guys needed this boost before you have the crazy schedule
Yeah.
coming up. So
Starting
I said this to you guys in the group chat, but there's no way Foden's 100% British. He has to do it 23.
Fodinho, somebody
He has
wrote.
to be
Yeah.
British. There has to be
That's an awesome
Brazilian
nickname.
DNA. I don't see British players with first touch and receiving ability like he
Yeah.
has. It's just not a thing.
Well, we don't know who his dad is, right?
I
yeah, I don't know.
I thought he.
We don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Amir will talk about it with you.
Yeah.
there is Brazilian DNA in that body. That's all I know.
I
dude.
know,
It's-
bro.
it can't be 100% from
Yeah.
Chichester or whatever, Cheshire or whatever, Yorkshire. No way.
So what do you guys think about the signings you guys did?
Oh,
Because I've never heard
Amazing
of them.
signings.
And they're 19. What? They're really young.
Vitor
man.
Reis is 18. Kusanov is 20.
So these are not starters we're talking about. These are squad depth players.
I think Vitor Reis might take some time. I think Kusanov's ready to go, in my opinion.
I
My
think
opinion, I think
that's
he's
what I
ready.
heard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might start to see him like maybe in like smaller games, or like we could start seeing him like sub in for like one of the defenders after like securing like 2-0 or something. Who knows? Maybe Guardiola has an idea to start him in DM.
What's his name?
I have done such a deep dive on these two
Can
players.
you pronounce his name?
his first name?
The whole name. Abdul
Abdul Qadir.
Abdul Qadir
Kusanov?
Kusanov.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan.
He's from Uzbekistan.
This is the first player I've seen in the Premier League
first-
that's from
He's the
Uzbekistan.
first
Uzbeki
Uzbekistan
in the
yeah.
Premier League.
And
This dude
he's
doesn't
doing
know
this,
a word of English.
and he's doing this for his country.
Yes.
Bro, I didn't even think Uzbekistani
All right,
people
dude,
are allowed.
can I get into this player, please? Because
Go.
I've done a deep dive on this guy.
Go, bro.
Okay, from Uzbekistan, obviously. The guy doesn't know a word of English. He took his picture with his Man City shirt in flip flops. This is a dude that when the off season comes, he's not out partying in Paris wearing like purses and calling them satchels like Jules Koundé or something like that. This dude probably goes back to Uzbekistan on his dad's farm and is herding
cows,
cattle all
No.
day, chopping wood.
Yeah.
Okay, this dude doesn't smile.
Yeah.
He's vicious. He has incredible pace.
This is what you
incredible
wanted.
timing, incredible tackling ability. Did you guys see the video I sent to the red card he got against PSG?
No, I need to
I
watch
loved it.
Was it good?
I just wanted to inject that whole video into my veins.
Oh, God.
He
That's
went
awesome.
high studs on Hakimi
Nice.
and didn't react afterwards.
That's
It was
nice.
amazing. This is what we need.
Speaking of Hakimi, why didn't we pursue Hakimi as a right back?
Too Fafi.
Oh yeah.
Kusanov said no. Yeah.
Dude,
No,
this
but
is-
dude, honestly, the only questions I have about Kusanov as a player for Man City is how is he going to be, like distributing the ball? Because I don't know. You know, Pep usually
Yeah.
doesn't sign a player unless he's comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
But the only thing I saw in his game was like, I don't know how comfortable he's going to be on the ball. Tackling, recovery, pace, everything else, wonderful positioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the comfortability
The
on the ball
technical
is the
side of
only
it.
thing.
Yeah.
You know who I
Yeah.
did the same? Like I did the same research when we signed Ruben Diaz,
Oh yeah. Okay.
because again, like he looked pretty good in the
Yeah.
Portuguese league, but I was worried about his technicality and on the ball, but that has improved way beyond my imagination. Like
Mhm.
because I saw videos of him playing before he joined Man City, and I was like, there is no way this guy's gonna make it to the lineup.
Yeah.
Because like I couldn't see like him being able to carry the ball forward and passing around, but look at him now. He's
True.
one of the best defenders
Heck yeah.
that we have. So I trust Pep with the technicality part,
Okay.
regardless.
Good enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys should be happy with the signings you got. And
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
it. Marmoush is gonna
Marmoush is
Marmouche.
get in a, tomorrow. or what is
Marmoush
it?
has done his medicals today, and he got a new cut. He's
Yeah.
ready for the photo shoot.
You know what number?
I have a.
He's gonna wear number 7.
Is he number 7?
Yeah,
Who was that before?
Samir Nasri.
Samir Nasri.
Wait, no,
Wow.
Samir was the last number 7.
I have no
What was Mahrez?
Bakary Sanya wasn't 7.
Mahrez Bakary Sanya?
I thought
don't know.
Mahrez was 7.
No, Mahrez was Savinho wears Mahrez number now.
22.
Alvarez, what was number?
So you had no 7?
9.
Alvarez?
No, he wasn't 9.
I can't believe you didn't have a
I don't
7.
know the numbers. I haven't.
Really?
ever
But
paid
7
attention.
looks nice on
Yeah.
a jersey,
Yeah.
man. That's a
I have a hot take about Marmouche.
that
Oh
doesn't sound like
no!
a good take.
Uh,
He's your player, so
all right, listen. So first of all, the disrespect that our friends have shown Marmouche needs to stop right now. Okay, El Nini comes to Arsenal, we all celebrate. Trezeguet comes to Aston Villa, we all celebrate. West Brom gets Hegazi. We all celebrate. Of course, Salah going to Chelsea and Liverpool. We also you have to celebrate this.
Yeah.
You're Egyptian. You celebrate it. Max?
I am happy,
Thank you.
but I'm not happy that he's signing his life away to the
Oh,
bench.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't think that's gonna
I
happen.
have to, but
That's
I
what
am-
happened to Gabriel Jesus. That's what happened to Julian Alvarez. That's what's gonna happen to him because he
Okay,
is
Alvarez.
he is a rotation player.
All right.
He's not a lot. He's not gonna start.
But Alvarez was a $20 million player from Argentina.
What
that
was
we
Jesus?
we got Alvarez the same summer we got Erling Haaland. Like you got to understand, like, dude,
Wait,
you're kind of
Julian Alvarez
solid.
was the replacement for Gabriel Jesus. Marmouche is
I
the
don't think
replacement for
he-
Julian Alvarez.
I don't think he was a replacement for Gabriel Jesus.
Because you needed a You needed
It
to
was
get
just it was just a change in the way we play because
instead of having a false nine, you wanted to go back to the
yeah,
striker
two
role,
strikers, yeah,
which is why you had a person on the bench to replace Howard.
yeah, exactly. But
So that's what Marmouche is now.
or you
well, he
could,
has the
Marmouche can
flexibility
fit.
to replace a lot of
Yeah.
people or start if need be, depending. You know, he's got good flexibility.
Yeah, I really think
Yeah.
he can play like a under the striker. He can fill in
He
for.
can,
Right,
but is that what
right,
he's gonna?
false
Is that
nine.
what Guardiola? You think he's gonna use him?
I think
know.
in some games because Guardiola is not always set on like one formation. We always see him change
Sure.
around. So like for one game he can like I would say he will probably be benched like 65% of the games most
That's
likely
horrible.
for the first year.
He's going to struggle for the
but
first year.
yeah,
Damn.
100%. It's going to be like Riyadh. It's going to be like Riyadh. Like, dude, it's
Yeah.
going to take you some time to figure out how we play and what we need you to do. We're going to need you to come back on defense and defend, things like that. No, I think he'll struggle the first year, but that's actually not my
What's
super
yours?
hot take. I'm actually okay with the fee, the $75 million we spent on him, because you know he's in his prime. I was comparing that to other players that were bought for similar fees, like Havertz went for 65. And I think because Marmouche can play a lot of positions and he's really built himself up in Germany and whatnot. I'm actually okay with the fee. I don't think we're gonna get burned on the fee, but if
The
Marmouche
wages.
ends up being a flop, the wages are gonna be a killer, bro.
I
If
saw
I-
the wages were very high.
Did you see the wages?
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was, but it was like the
Dude,
second highest.
If
in the,
these
in the
wages
team or
are
something.
legit, I really hope they're not because I
What-
can't.
he's less than Holland.
A little over 300,000 a week.
Holland is
What is that,
350. I
12
guess.
mil?
No, Holland is about 400 now. It's going to go up to 5.
So
But-
Holland
yeah.
is the most paid, and Marmouche is
And
second.
It's Kevin is there too. I think Holland is 400 and Kevin is I'm sorry. Kevin is 400. Holland is 375. They're like right neck and neck, and then Marmouche is going to be a little over 300.
Yeah.
So
is he really?
I
Yeah,
hope
that's
I'm
what
wrong.
I read.
mean, that's what I read.
Really?
60
That's
what
yeah.
I read as
And
well,
I hope
yeah.
I'm wrong about that because
I don't. Like I saw
Because listen,
it.
man, there is. I like Omar Marmouche, but there is the Grand Canyon gap between Mohamed Salah and Omar Marmouche, and Salah is getting 350 a week.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me we're paying only 50K less for Omar Marmouche, that's insane to me. Insane.
Yeah.
So the wage again, the fee I don't have a problem with. You know, if Omar Marmouche was British, it would have been like a Jack Grealish deal. He would have gone for 100. So I'm okay with the fee, not okay with the wages.
Let me say one thing about this player, though. I do think this is maybe not this season, but I do think
Yeah.
this is the kind of player that will get you 25 goals in the season.
I think so.
He's
too.
going to be like a Sterling Sane kind of player.
Oh yeah.
I-
The amount of speed and the way that you guys play, he's going to be in the top. He's going to get 20 plus goals in the season.
Because I'm really seeing him in the middle. Like I'm not seeing him on the wings.
I'm
as
seeing
well.
it. The speed, man.
I know, I get it, but like he's more like of a right-footed Foden.
Huh.
Think about it.
I'd
that
rather
way.
see Foden drop. Isn't Foden better in the middle?
Well,
Yes.
Foden is
And
now
then
playing
Marmouche
in the
takes the
middle.
left. Or
Well,
right.
I don't know. My theory is let Marmouche take over De Bruyne's play
Oh.
position in the future.
Marmouche is not a playmaker as much as.
But he could,
crazy.
he could, you could shape him to be a playmaker. He got the abilities. He's a good shot taker. He's fast. He got the strength.
He's got the skills.
He takes free kicks. He can play corner kicks. He does everything. Shape him in that form.
I don't
And,
agree, but I like it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would be cool to see that. I don't
Yeah.
agree that I think I
Yeah.
think his best. Ironically, I think his best spot is left winger. At least from I've been trying to watch
Yeah.
more. I haven't watched any Egypt highlights because
They're not-
Marmouche in
not
Egypt and Germany is completely different. I think he is more effective on the left. The only problem there is Savinho is just starting to really
Yeah.
be a beast on that left hand side. So and then we have Jack Grealish that plays on the left. Doku can do both sides. So it's like we're about to have like I know Grealish is on his way out probably next year in the
And De
summer.
Bruyne too, right?
I think De Bruyne might renew
is
his
your-
contract for one more year.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
from
there's
what
no
I
way
heard.
they're gonna renew his contract, man. He's not even playing.
Oh,
Who's not
the last 2 games he's
He
been on
plays a
fire.
couple games and gets injured.
But no, the last 2
Let's not
games,
talk-
the last 2
he's been
games he's been on
amazing the
fire.
last- Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been.
All right.
Yeah,
I would say
I
he's
think
been
it's
really
time to
good.
just-
but he's our. I see him as our 10, so I don't really see.
And
him on
I think
any-
he's gonna retire at City. Or
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the City group, he might get like shipped to the US to join like New York FC,
Yeah.
for like a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
yeah.
days, for a
I mean,
couple of
he
years.
would,
but-
he would relish that, probably living in New York for a year or
Yeah.
2. I think he'd like that. You know.
I'm just saying. I'm very concerned. I'm scared seeing Marmoush in your team,
Why?
just because I
Like scared for the rest of the league or for
I
him?
see the threat. I can feel the threat. I was already scared when I saw Sane and Holland was not at that time. Aguero,
yeah.
Sane,
Sane,
Aguero,
Aguero,
Sterling.
Aguero, and Sterling. The amount of speed that you guys
Speed.
had. Obviously, we had speed as well, but like
Wow.
Sane was like explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't had an explosive player since him.
No, we haven't.
Sterling wasn't as explosive. Like Sane
Yeah.
was the kind of player that like kicks the ball and
I-
runs past everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Duco is the most explosive
He
player
is,
that we have.
but we
right
see
now.
He's
that
like
sometimes.
He's
Yeah.
like, he's I know it sounds weird, but to me, he's not fast. He's quick. Does that make sense?
You're
Duco?
talking about.
Zoku.
I agree.
He's not
Yeah.
fast. He's quick.
But
Like,
Marmoush
quick
Yeah.
little
is
movements.
Marmoush is
But
rapid.
like Sane was
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's
I'm
exciting,
excited
man.
for you
And then
guys.
Vitor Reese, we got to give a shout out to Vitor Reese, new
Do you
center
guys know
back,
anything
right
about him?
back. Yeah, I did. I watched a bit. Okay, so he's kind of the opposite of Kusanov. So Kusanov is not gonna get in and really score goals from headers.
Okay.
I question if he's gonna be calm on the ball, right? But again, the tackling is amazing, the positioning is amazing, all that stuff. Vitor Reese is kind of the opposite from what I saw, where super calm on the ball, like he's ready to play the Pep system right away. He's gonna score headers. He's really good with headers and things like that.
He's gonna be the next Gabriel.
Yeah, maybe,
Oh.
but like the
Yeah.
defensive positioning and
6'1".
and timing and those things like that, I think he could work on that a little. But the kid's 18 years old, so you know.
He's only had 1 year of senior football. Can you
Yeah, he's
believe that?
crazy. He's
He had
crazy.
1 year in Palomares, and you guys signed him.
He's definitely one for the future.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's a guy you're probably not going to see very much this year. But he can
Might even get
also
loaned or something.
center back, right-footed center back, and he can play right back. So who knows? This could be our new, you know,
You guys really wanted Gabriel, so you went with a
Yeah.
Timu version.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right, to be
Who's next?
Arsenal. Did we talk about Chelsea?
No, Chelsea's
Oh, I
next.
forgot about Chelsea.
Oh god.
Chelsea. I don't have much to say about this team, man. I don't
Well,
know.
they finally won a game.
Oh, don't talk about that game, dude.
Did you see that goal? I don't care because I sold Madueke. But dude, that reminded me of like
That's
that
for our
handed me the
listeners
win.
to have
that reminded me of
context.
when Nane stole Ronaldo's goal and,
And
it
it was
got offside.
Oh my!
I was like, is this offside? But
if
no.
I was like Ronaldo, I would cut every relationship with this guy because that was
Yeah.
an amazing
I
goal.
don't know how Jackson
That was-
wasn't pissed.
Yeah, I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
It was Jackson that crossed. That
Jackson
headed
was
that?
literally on the line, dude, and Madueke hit it.
Who was the guy that headed it though? It was headed by Chalobah.
Madueke. No, Madueke.
No, I'm saying
Oh, the
Madueke
one-
stole
yeah,
the
yeah.
goal.
Maybe.
It was
Uh,
headed by
I don't
remember.
Chalobah,
Well, Chalobah's
and it
a-
was going in, and Madueke came in and
Yeah.
stole it at the very end. And that is how you beat me in fantasy.
Yes, sir.
Because of that one moment
That's
right
funny.
there.
Yeah, shout out to
He's
him
had
for beating
6
Chris.
goals for the season, and one game he had 3 of them, and that was my luck right there.
And I happened to lose when Foden decides to explode against me,
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt beat me.
It's a
But
bad time to play, Matt.
Chalobah's back. Chelsea.
how about
They-
that? He got
they
an
did it.
assist in his first game.
They
back.
recalled him back.
They did it
Yeah.
dirty, bro.
Yeah.
Chelsea did Chalobah dirty.
But
They
at least he's in the
basically-
lineup.
They threw him out like he was a piece of trash.
That's
and then
true.
they saw him be better than any center back they have on their
And they
team.
stuck him back
And
in
then
the
they say they
lineup.
brought
They were like-
this team is
And he got an assist.
This team is rough, man. They're
Yeah.
they're annoying, dude. They're
what
they're
they did
treating
with
their
all the
players
players, yeah.
poorly. They're no, I don't like.
They
it,
were
man.
talking about Garnacho.
Oh please, I'd love for them to get Garnacho.
Stupid, though. They have
Another
so many
another
wingers.
winger.
There's
I
so
would
many
love
wingers.
it. Please let him score that one goal that makes him look like he's world class, and
And
then
then
do
they-
nothing. For
Yeah,
10
it's
games.
like Chelsea are gonna take all the wingers, Arsenal are gonna take all the defenders, and then
no, all the left
Me-
backs.
yeah, all the
And
left
then
backs.
Liverpool, I
backs.
don't know what Liverpool gets.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I don't know what
Liverpool
you guys,
doesn't really get much.
don't know what you guys are doing. Yeah.
We get our young talent academy.
You have Darwin
players, that's what
Nunes.
we
Come on, bro.
get. Don't say
We're
that.
gonna talk about that.
Rest
We got to
of these
mention
guys.
Reece James.
Yeah.
He's back in fitness and he's playing great.
Knock on
I
wood.
knock on every wood piece you got next to you. I mean,
I do like watching him.
yeah, I haven't
like
seen him in like
watching.
4 years.
Yeah.
Let's
He
hope he
got
stays
it.
healthy.
Did you see the goal he scored last week?
The free kick, yeah, it was nice.
Very
That's
nice.
good
Rescued
goal.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. They're back on track. 3-1 win.
Are they
against
back on
Wolves.
track?
I didn't watch the game,
Wolves, yeah. I think they're. Yeah, I mean, what they won they tied the last game 2-2 against.
definitely
Bournemouth.
were
I don't
better.
think. I don't. Yeah. You know.
yeah, before Christmas they were definitely better, but maybe they
Right.
just need.
They needed that win though.
Yeah.
I think that was a desperate win. So
So you guys think that the blip is over now?
I
I
need.
think,
yeah,
uh,
I need to see a couple more games. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
yeah, I think I agree.
Are they doing anything in January? Do you guys think they need to do anything in January?
Just selling.
Yeah,
Selling.
definitely.
Yeah.
They need to offload some of the players.
I don't
For
think
sure.
they need
Yeah.
to buy anybody.
Yeah,
Really.
definitely work with what you have right now, because otherwise all the eyes are gonna be like on you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So
agree.
you want to
Alright.
work in like a nice environment.
Yeah. Respect to Trevor Chalobah.
Yeah,
So we can move on to Forest. We're not gonna skip them, right?
his team.
Forrest.
I'm sensing.
Are you
I
turning
I
around
have
on them
no
a
idea.
little bit?
I'm changing my mind a lot these days.
They won
but-
3-2, guys.
Are you
Yeah.
guys smelling the same thing about that? Are you guys having? Sorry, that's an Egyptian saying. Like when you say, "Oh, are you smelling this?" Like
Yeah.
it's coming from.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, like, are you guys having the same feeling maybe you had for Leicester City?
No.
No,
No.
In terms of that they win the league.
possibly. If Liverpool
No,
slips twice,
definitely I don't see that at all.
No.
I,
you didn't see it.
I don't see enough like world class talent there. Like that Leicester team had.
That's what I said.
But I mean, I think it's the talent is not okay. So the Leicester team had N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez,
But
that had
these
Vardy
guys
in their form.
weren't.
Can't
No,
believe Chris Wood has 14 goals,
Right.
man.
these guys
Chris
were.
was 30
These guys
something,
were
yeah.
nothing before that league,
Yeah,
and now they're world class. But
right. But this Nottingham, I mean, maybe there's world class talent in there. I'm just thinking it's a really solid team that's really well coached. That is honestly just defends really well.
I don't think they're ready to win the league.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
would
so
be-
either.
but like,
That'd be very cool.
how many points are they?
44 tied with the Arsenal.
So that's
Arsenal.
six points away from Liverpool, and Liverpool have a game in hand.
Yeah, so,
So it is very possible, guys. They held Liverpool.
It would
twice.
shock me, but I think it'd be awesome for Premier League
They took
fans.
4 points from Liverpool.
4 points from Liverpool, which you predicted, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a feeling.
yeah.
This is a good team.
It's a solid team, but I don't know if I see a lot of world class talent.
But
there,
like
that's
you
all.
said, knock on wood, but it takes one injury for things to get shifted.
Yeah.
Sure.
By the start, if one of those players gets injured, that's the main focal point.
Yeah.
They're in trouble.
Same for
They don't
Liverpool.
have a
You guys-
squad depth like.
Same for Liverpool.
Well, it's only two players that I really think that would.
Van
make-
Dijk or Salah.
That's it.
Right.
The rest of the players can
Yeah,
get
they
injured,
can
and we have
cover.
replacements. But those teams like that, I don't know. I don't think if they got one of the injuries in the center backs, one of the injuries like Elanga or Chris Wood or
They got
But
Awoniyi.
they're playing without pressure.
Kaka.
That's what I'm.
That's
Well,
true.
they play a unique style of football. I want to start saying football because it
Let's
sounds
say
cooler.
football, yeah.
They play a unique style of football where they like, you guys can have the ball. We are going to defend.
Yes.
And we're going to counter.
We're gonna absorb your pressure, and then
It would
yeah,
count. It's like you don't really see it very because since Pep has come into the Premier League, there's
It's
this
all possession.
movement of possession. And here's a team that's like, we don't need possession. We're just going to counterattack
Yeah.
you guys.
it's
So
really nice.
it's pretty cool. It makes their games a lot of fun to
Yeah.
watch.
As a Liverpool
Yeah.
fan, I hope that doesn't happen. But I hope that they they go ahead of Arsenal. That'd be fantastic.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I feel like the remaining weeks are gonna be fun too.
This team when they got promoted, I think it was 2 seasons ago.
They signed like 20 new players.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Horrible.
So and then they struggled, which is understandable because you have a bunch of these new players. They had that manager was Steven. He's got like I don't know
I can't remember.
something like. But anyway, they had a different manager. Now they have Nuno, and the guys have kind of figured out what works and doesn't work. So now we're seeing that big spending spree they went on now
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
form
Yeah.
into what they have here. Do I think it's enough to win the league? No, but
Who knows?
they'll play in Europe next year. I think they'll play in Europe next year. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any other things to add. I mean,
Okay.
so should we move on to Arsenal?
Please. Let's move on to Arsenal.
I can't stop laughing at this club.
Okay, so I said in the last pod that
Dude.
we predicted 2-1, by the way, correctly.
You and me both.
Correct.
Oh, was it? It was 2-1
Against
yes.
Tottenham, yeah.
Yes.
So I remember saying I think they're gonna announce a name, and the name is gonna be enough to galvanize them, like a new player coming in. I didn't think it'd be a player they're getting in the summer. Zubamendi, right?
Yeah.
Has that been
Wait, are
official?
they getting it in the summer?
Yeah.
Is that announced?
Can you
They-
believe? That's official?
I think almost official.
Almost
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
They're getting
That's
Martin Zubamendi in the summer, Max.
They don't need that. They need it now.
They need it now. Well,
They don't like.
yeah.
They need a striker. They
This
need
team
a
is-
striker,
Well, no, but they also need a.
or they need a winger. Get someone because
No, they need-
I don't think Saka's gonna be back by the end of the season.
You know, yeah. So they
Yeah.
did need Zubamendi in this. Here's the thing: is
instead
the
of
time,
Moreno.
And instead
the
of Mourinho,
time-
yeah,
the timing of it is interesting because they did need Zubamendi in the summer. Why? Because Jorginho and Partey, their contracts are expiring. So those are your two sixes.
Yolau, huh?
They're gonna probably go. They're
Yeah.
all
They're
they
old.
haven't been offered new contracts. So you need another six. So like the business is good business because it's a player that they needed in the summer.
Yeah.
However, if I'm a logical thinking person, which I don't think whoever's running Arsenal is, you get the guys that are helping you now. You get those names first and announce that first. You don't announce the guy that we got this guy coming in the summer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're second place, 4 points at the time. They were 4 points away from Liverpool, even though you guys had a game in hand. And this is the time to
Put pressure.
strike while the iron is
put
hot.
pressure. Yeah,
Idiots.
I don't think they want that.
Really?
They don't want to put that pressure
Why?
on
What are
themselves.
they doing?
They're scared.
No.
There's a bunch of cowards.
But we're depending on them, dude.
Bro, you're gonna get some negative.
We're
Don't
depending
depend-
on them to
I
make
cannot,
this league
I cannot
entertaining.
depend on this team.
You're putting more faith in Nottingham to
I'm
challenge
putting
Liverpool.
more faith in Manchester City turning this around and
Whoa,
winning the
whoa,
league
whoa,
over
let's-
Arsenal putting
No,
pressure
let's
on
tone
Liverpool.
it down, man.
That was sick
Listen,
as
I don't know what I don't.
I'm done with this
They're
They need-
team.
pissing us off.
They are.
They're
are.
pissing the three of us off. Well,
I'm
maybe
not
not
even-
you.
I'm
Maybe not you,
fine.
but me.
Max, I'm pretty sure you sleep well at night because you know Arsenal is probably the next team.
It is pretty
chasing.
comfortable. You have to.
Yeah.
It is very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not like
gosh,
Man City
man.
or like in second or third place.
Did you guys watch the highlights or the game against Aston Villa?
Emiliano
You guys probably saw the
Martinez?
Spurs game. I'm
Saw
assuming.
the Spurs game, yeah.
The Aston Villa game was very entertaining, but Emiliano Martinez, this guy just
yeah.
like turned like prime Buffon
Yes.
Yeah.
in this goal. Like,
Well,
I
dude,
was
listen,
like,
dude. Anytime Unai Emery is playing against Arsenal, he,
Personal.
you know, you guys ever watch Space Jam where they go into halftime and they drink the secret stuff
Yeah.
that makes them all amazing play? He gives them that for the Arsenal game. He has a vendetta against
Yeah.
Arsenal every time he plays them.
They fire me. We have to hit their engine.
Good
You know, I
evening.
don't understand half the
Neither.
stuff.
Yeah.
Me neither.
No, but like I honestly, Emiliano Martinez. If I have to pick a goalkeeper for like one big game or one big occasion to
Yeah,
take
he's-
with me, that would be the guy
Yeah,
I'll take.
true.
He fears nothing under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He's their captain. I didn't know he was their captain.
I didn't know that
He had
too.
the captain band on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys like? Is it in part of your memory that he was an Arsenal
Yeah,
rotation goalkeeper
No.
5 years ago?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
you
about
didn't.
that.
Oh yeah,
Forgot
The
about
only
that.
reason-
so he takes it personal too.
The only reason he
So him
got,
and Unai Emery are like this.
Yeah.
there was this injuries, and the only reason that he got like well known is because he played in the final, or
Yeah,
like he started playing and then he played in the final because all
Wow.
the goalkeepers were injured, and he stopped a bunch of penalties,
Wow.
and they
It might have
actually
been a
they
semi-final, I
actually
don't
won.
remember.
They
I
actually
knew
won the
Bernd
cup.
Leno-
and they won it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And then
incredible.
he got transferred to Aston Villa the next season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just because of an injury to another goalkeeper,
That's
and now
crazy.
he won the World Cup. Like, it's crazy to think like that. He was a rotation. He was the third choice goalkeeper.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Was he there at the same time as Bernd Leno? Because I know he was a
Yeah, he
Yes,
was.
he was the third choice.
I think he
He
ahead,
was behind Bernd.
and
Yeah.
whoever was ahead, who was
I think Leno was the first choice.
Okay.
And then Leno got injured, and the second goalkeeper was that Peter Cech
American
at that time.
guy.
Really?
Oh, it
Or-
might have been Peter Cech.
It
Yeah.
might have
Yeah.
been Peter Cech, and
Yeah.
then he was like the third option.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
So-
deal.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're pissing me
But
off.
like, yeah, this team, I know watching this team, I was like, come on,
Can I tell you what
like,
pissed me off
yeah.
about the Aston Villa game?
go ahead.
So they subbed on John Duran as they normally do,
Yes.
and I think Leon Bailey.
Yes.
I know Leon Bailey's been a bit off this year, but
He
last
has.
season he was
Yeah.
looking really, really good. And I was thinking to myself, okay, so Bukayo Saka is injured. If Arsenal had John Duran and Leon Bailey, those two guys walk into the starting 11 of today's Arsenal team with Bukayo Saka out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
obviously Duran is starting over any makeup striker that Arteta can think of. And that to me lies in, I know we've been harping on it a lot, but that right there is the problem with this team. If you're playing Aston Villa, and Aston Villa is a good side, shout out to Sawira's Egyptian pride, whatever. But if two of their bench players would start on today's Arsenal team, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Can I tell you the problem with this team?
Yeah,
Look at the benches. Compare the bench from Aston Villa to Arsenal.
hit me.
The Sterling, this is Arsenal. Sterling, Neto, Kiwior, Tierney, Kachuri, Zivchenko, Jorginho, Kabia, and Butler Oyedeci. Those are, I
Okay.
guess, academy players.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, Buendia, Malin,
Buendia,
Olsen, Bailey, Duran, Dinya, and then a Bulgardi, Gucci, a couple other players.
Dude, that's a deep team.
Those are six players that are deep squad players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any game changer in that Arsenal bench.
Yeah.
No, I
Sterling
think
was
so
the only
either.
person they brought on because you know why? They have nothing else.
Nothing, no other options.
And even Sterling is a horrible option.
Yeah.
So they have zero squad depth. I understand they have like a bunch of injuries, but like,
It's money laundry.
but man, like,
They
you
they have
always-
someone at
Yeah.
Arsenal and then someone at Chelsea. They decided, let's do something there.
most of the injuries
for the
are
books.
defensive, other
Right.
than Saka.
Oh, again,
and-
it's dude. This team
Jesus.
has to buy a left back every single. Okay, so they
Oh,
had
God.
Kieran Tierney, and then
He's getting
they
sold,
got
man.
Tomiyasu, they got Zinchenko,
Ben White.
they got Calafiori that can play left
left
back.
back,
Ben White's the right back,
Other right.
and then they're you know what the irony of all
Yeah.
this? Their
They
fifth
start-
choice
yeah,
left
is the one
back
starting.
ends up being better than all of them, which
Lewis
is
Skelly.
Miles
Lewis
Lewis Skelly. Okay, shout out to Miles Lewis Skelly, the 18-year-old. This is why I'm starting to question like Arteta as a
He
seer
doesn't
of.
trust these academy
But this is
players.
my thing is like I'm starting to question like whether he's a seer of talent or not because we said in the last pod he had Liam Delap in his backyard, Morgan Rogers in his backyard, and Cole Palmer in his backyard. Didn't go for those guys. And now in this team, they've been left back FC every offseason. They got 4 or 5 left backs, and the guy in their academy is better than all of them.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
And he doesn't like Nwaneri either.
Yeah.
So
Well,
those are two academy players that he,
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, they're pissing me off, and I want them to be good because I want to have an entertaining Premier League season. So get
Well,
it together, Arsenal.
Hopefully they don't get it together until we beat them in 2 weeks.
hopefully they don't
Yeah.
get it together
Yeah,
at
after.
all.
Yeah.
Let's
All
go
right.
to Liverpool, guys. We have to go to Liverpool.
Let's go to Liverpool. Number 1, deservedly so.
Oh, God.
I'll let you guys start so you can, so I can just sit back and listen.
Amir.
I'm just tired of this kofta, man. Like, really.
Where's the kofta, bro?
The 90th plus goal that wins them the league or whatever. Oh, my God.
First of all-
It's just
first
To
of
be
all-
fair, Gundogan, Sergio
Guys,
Aguero. we've
yeah.
had
Do you know how
them
many
on
shots
too.
Liverpool had? Liverpool had 37 shots in that game.
shots.
How many on target?
8. But still, I mean, we dominated that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just, the goalkeeper was ridiculous.
Mm.
I think, if I remember. Flecken. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest game.
Cells, yeah.
Cells was like on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That team was
Flecken
like
has been
crazy.
really
Didn't
good.
get any bonus points from that game, by the way, Cells. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, but Flecken
Moving on.
also had a lot of saves.
Yeah.
And Nunez, Darwin Nunez.
So you gotta
players.
give credit to Arne Slot for trying and giving confidence to his subs anyway. Because without these subs, you guys would have probably tied this game.
He didn't have a choice, though.
Yeah.
Isn't Jota injured again? He didn't have. He had to play.
He is
Darwin.
injured again, man. I'm kind of getting sick of this. This is why we
Yeah.
need another striker, man.
Yeah.
He's
He
injured
plays
by-
good. He scores goals, and then he gets injured.
God,
He's
can you
injured by
guys
the time
imagine-
for Team of the Year and Ultimate Team. You guys
Can you
know.
guys imagine if Liverpool got John Duran? Be terrifying that team.
I would
That
not.
would be a
I wouldn't.
terrifying-
He wouldn't fit our system at all.
Really? You don't
No.
think so?
No.
Maybe I'm overtly high on him. I feel like he could fit in any system, man. You score goals in the Premier League, you fit. That's how I look at it.
I just we need a I was honestly low key happy when I saw that we got offered 85 what was it? 70 million, 65 million for Darwin Nunez. I don't remember what the number was.
Yeah.
It was off what we wanted.
That has
we,
to be a Saudi
That
club.
is- yeah,
we wanted
it
85
was.
million.
It
It was from
was.
Saudi, yeah. But we said
You
no, we
guys are
rejected
greedy,
it.
bro. They
We
wanted
rejected it.
85 million for Darwin Nunez.
Because
You
that's how
guys are
much we
greedy.
paid. We wanted to break even with how much we paid.
You're
But I saw that and I was like, yes, let's take it.
Yeah.
And then he scores 2 goals. And it looks like we're gonna keep him now.
Oh my
And I'm like, no,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I don't we need him. We need him this season because we need somebody like that's been in the team for already a couple of years. If we're gonna win the league, we can't sell him. That's the reality of it. We can't sell him until the summer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like on a Liverpool fan, I don't even care that he scored 2 goals. I don't forgive him.
Are you okay? Okay, I'm sure you'd say yes to this, but are you okay? You win the league this year with him on your team, but you sell him for like half the price you would have gotten him now. Let's say you would have gotten 80 million now,
Yeah.
but you decide to keep him. You win the league, but now you got to sell him for 40. Are you cool with that?
I feel
Sure
like
you'd
at
be
that
okay.
point it's not even worth it. At that point we might as well like play the lottery and see what kind of player he turns into.
I think we know, but fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah,
This guy's a roller coaster
he is a
of
roller coaster.
emotions too.
Yeah,
Like his celebrations, it makes me feel like, wow,
Yeah.
he just won the Champions League.
Yes.
But yeah, man, I mean,
he's a bit nuts,
Yeah.
but you know,
credit to us though. We finally got a win again. We had a bunch of
Yeah.
draws, so this was very, very needed.
This was critical, yeah,
we
for sure.
and like we left it till the very end.
yeah.
And Salah was
What's going on with him?
missing a few chances.
What's going on with Salah? You think it's the revolving contract situation is starting to impact his game on the field?
I don't want to
pitch?
like guess, but it just hits like it hits me that the fact that he was playing so amazing before December, and then after he realized that they're just not going to offer you a contract, is it a coincidence that his form started to dip after December?
They said they're not going to offer him a contract.
No, I mean
There are,
January.
the
they haven't-
rumors are that he's leaving, going to Saudi.
So like, is that a like?
He's
So
mailing.
that's-
He's mailing it in or packing it in, as they would say. You know, it means like.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
it's
his
kinda-
last season with the club. I'm pretty sure the contract talks are affecting him somehow, but I think he's gonna get over it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about form wise. He'll get over it.
I-
But,
I'm
like,
pretty
is
sure
his
he-
form gonna return? Because now he was overplaying.
Yeah,
With
I-
the hope of like, I'm sure. Like,
I
okay,
think it will. I think he will get over it very soon, regardless of like whether he renews or not.
he was good against Nottingham. Like I
Yeah.
won't lie, he had a couple chances that should have been
He,
really
he's
good,
still
but
one of
the
your.
goalkeeper blocked.
He's still one of your most dangerous players.
I
Like,
think so.
It's just like he's been a bit unlucky, and
yeah,
like I'm pretty sure his mind is outside of the field for a couple of games, but he will come back. Yeah,
But it still shocks me, right?
He
That
just
they
broke
haven't
really
renewed the
bad.
contracts.
yeah,
Yeah, you just broke really bad news to me. I don't want to see him leave the.
yeah.
I don't want to see him or Van Dijk, man, and it's
And
dumb.
the rumors are Van Dijk will follow as well.
To Saudi?
Yeah, Hilal.
Oh,
Isn't that
gosh.
stupid, dude?
Yeah,
You guys like renew Kevin De Bruyne even though he's been injury prone. We're talking about starters that are fit.
That are
They're the most fittest. They're
and-
the fittest players in our team,
Yeah.
and we don't want to renew their
and
contracts.
they're the
De
best.
Bruyne is
players,
injured, and you guys still renew him.
and they're the best.
not now,
play-
but
and they're-
like-
and they're the best players in the world at their
Position.
Is there any other right wing you take over Salah?
I don't think so.
No.
Is there any other center back you take over him?
No,
This guy Van
No,
Dijk
Van
got.
Dijk is a
Van
beast.
He
Dijk
got-
is overpowered.
So
He
you
got
essentially
years.
have the two best players in their positions,
and we want to sell them because
and they're
of
going to
their
Saudi
age.
Arabia, and they're going to Saudi
We
Arabia.
want to, yeah, that's
Oh,
so
that's my
stupid.
tease,
We
dude.
just want to sell them because there's a 3 at the beginning of their age. That's literally it. Once they turn 30 plus, we want to get rid of them. Unless it's like James Milner and he's like his salary's
Well-
caca and he's not. But these
Well,
are like
Crimson Chin is a different human being.
my point is these are
Yeah.
like high. These are set players that have
He
high
got some
salaries.
shareholders in that club.
Yeah.
James Milner.
for sure.
Bro,
yeah.
tell
Why
LeBron.
doesn't?
to
Yeah, I was just
do
gonna
something.
say LeBron is 40, playing unbelievable at his age.
Shouldn't he speak up?
He's a partial owner. Be like, hey guys, guys that hit 32, they can still produce at a high
It's
level.
pissing me off, man.
It's pissing me off, man.
And our team is gonna get hit bad. But
They're gonna be
Yeah.
garbage next year. I mean,
Yeah. I just
gonna have
kinda-
to
I want
rely
to
on
be
Gabby.
entertained.
I really don't
Arsenal
know how they're
aren't
gonna
gonna
turn
buy
that around.
anybody. Arsenal not gonna buy anybody. They're gonna be garbage next year. Chelsea stink for
Yeah.
whatever. Man United and Tottenham aren't even big 6 clubs anymore. Are we just gonna go 10
They-
years and never lose
I
again?
think
I don't
that-
want that.
Can you
If,
believe-
if you guys really
I
sell
don't want
Salah and Van Dijk, this is your year. You gotta win it all.
Guys, do you-
Otherwise,
do you want to know
gone.
how many watching?
Now
these
you guys are
games-
pissing me off.
Watching these games, Van Dijk saved so many chances.
Really?
It is.
Konate messed up. Like I
Kon-
want to tell you,
Konate looked good
He's
too
rusty.
in
he
the
was.
Brentford
No,
game.
he's still rusty,
He's
man. He's
rusty.
still
Yeah.
off the pace too.
Yeah.
Van Dijk had to come back, cover positions.
Yeah, I
But-
saw him saying like, dude, I'm not playing at 100%, but I know the team needs me,
Yeah.
so like I'm trying my best. But I heard him say something.
But
But,
this guy
is
Van
literally
Dijk.
covering 2 spots. Like whether
Yeah.
it's he's covering the left
Yeah.
wing, covering Trent's spot, covering Konate's steps, and
He's Dutch. Does he not know how? Okay, I get it. Salah is from Egypt, but does Van Dijk know how hot it gets in Saudi Arabia? He's Dutch. He can't take that. That's why I don't think Kevin's going to go there. That ginger won't survive out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he
He's
won't.
too pasty.
I will say
Yeah.
the most recent news I heard was that Van Dijk was going to extend 1 year.
Okay.
But that was
Okay.
the last I heard. But that was it.
All
They're-
right.
So
As a
they're,
Man City
they're renewing,
fan,
they're renewing Van
They
Dijk,
said they would only renew his.
but
oh,
not Salah.
God.
Not Salah or not
I think
Trent.
Salah is a done deal to
Don't
Saudi.
say
Because they
that.
can't afford him, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Liverpool doesn't want to afford him.
maybe he's demanding too much. I don't know.
Bro, this is your
But
top
He deserves
scorer,
it.
top scorer and top assists.
Whatever he has.
It's been announced by the director of the entertainment
That's true, but they announced a lot
ministry,
of
whatever in
things.
Saudi.
They announced a lot.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
say whatever just for hype, man. That isn't. I'm not going to take that as a credible source, to be honest. But I will take if Liverpool haven't offered him a contract up until now.
Yeah,
Like if and Salah, he's a pretty honest guy. Like they're asking him questions. He's like, yeah, I haven't been offered anything, so I'm just going to enjoy my last few months here.
Well, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can, man. And then honestly, I will have to just turn my Egyptian side to Marmoush, and
You can join us.
I will
yeah.
celebrate his goals as
you
long
can
as they're
join
not
us.
against Liverpool.
Well,
But
you
I'm
just
not gonna
join us,
celebrate
dude.
your
We'll
team.
get you a
It's
blue
gonna be a
shirt.
new
no,
Egyptian
no.
king. In
I
the
will
league.
never wear.
You'll have
Marmoush.
I'll
to.
get a Liverpool jersey with
Marmoush.
empty on the back. Put Marmoush, yeah. Put Marmoush 10.
Oh,
That is
no, that's
crazy.
really, really sad news, man.
Yeah.
I mean, these Premier League clubs need to shape up, man, because we're, we
Yeah.
want to keep this thing going, man. I don't know about other fans, but yeah, we want to keep this going. So, anyway, all right. So,
Right.
do you guys want to take a little break now? When we come back, we'll do predictions.
Let's do it.
All right. And we are back. We've been kind of out of commission for a week or two here, so it's probably a good time to update the scoreboard before we get into predictions. All right.
Tell me,
So
Christian.
going back to 2 weeks ago, Max, you had 91 points.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that week that we had, you got a +6.
Nice.
So you're at 97 points.
Nice.
And then this past week, +10. So
Really?
you're at 107 points.
Wow.
Okay.
Even though you told me, I don't think I realized it. Like,
uh-huh.
that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, you had a really good week.
10,
Plus 10,
10
is
points
awesome.
is
Wow.
great.
Yes,
Nice.
that was the week you got the Nottingham Forest Liverpool game exactly right.
Okay.
You got the Arsenal Tottenham game exactly right.
Nice.
A few other results there you got. Yeah,
Okay.
so it was a good week.
Nice.
Good week for you. For Amir, you were at 79 points.
I got negative 10.
Then 2
probably.
weeks ago, you had a big week, man. You got +9.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you got up
Nice.
to 88 points.
That's impressive.
Okay.
Oh,
And then this past week that just ended here, you got +5.
okay.
So you're at 93 points.
That's
Not-
pretty good.
Not
If
far.
he didn't have that huge week,
Yeah.
you'd be like right there.
You've been
with him,
close,
you
yeah.
know?
Pretty impressed. What about you, Christian?
All right. For
Oh,
Christian,
Plus 20.
I was at 90 points. I got +7.
All
So I got to
7.
97 points.
That's good.
And then I got +10. 107. We're tied.
No
Oh
way.
my God.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Dang.
If we end up tying at the end of the year, do we just make him buy a meal for both of us?
Yeah, he's buying both of us.
I'll
He's
happily
buying
do
both
that.
of us steakhouses.
I'll happily do that, guys. It's
Steakhouses.
okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's pretty tight, man. But again, like we
Nice.
can, we
Yeah.
got a lot of games left. So
Yeah.
let's get into these predictions, right? All
Let's
right.
do it.
Match week 23. Man, we're already at match week 23. Can you guys
Man,
believe it?
time is flying, man.
All right, Saturday, January 25th at 10 a.m. We've got Bournemouth hosting Nottingham.
This is juicy.
This is a juicy one, man.
Juicy.
Juicy one.
Lots of
And
goals.
Bournemouth just had
Oof.
an amazing performance without a real striker. They beat Newcastle 4-1
Yeah.
in St. James Park.
Wow.
So how do they follow that up, Max?
Nottingham Forest will win. I got to stick with them, man.
I agree.
And I'm gonna go
Don't steal my prediction.
2-1.
Okay.
2.
You're saying 3-2, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna say
Amir.
1-0. Ugly win for
1-0,
Nottingham
ugly
Forest.
win.
They're gonna defend with their heart and then get that counter attack.
See, normally, like Bournemouth, the form that they're in, they're playing so well. I'd love to lean on them to at least get a tie here.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just don't have a striker healthy. They lost Evan Nilsson, and their backup to him, Enes Unal, the Turkish guy, tore his ACL, which apparently I think
Oh.
is the second time.
So they have some guy named something.
Utara,
Utara, yeah.
yeah, but I don't think he's like a traditional striker. I think he's just kind of filling in there. So
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that score line of 2-1. That
Okay.
feels right to me.
Yeah.
So 2-1 Nottingham.
I would wake up. I mean, 10 a.m. I'm gonna probably watch that one. To be
Yeah,
honest.
that'll be a good one. I mean, Bournemouth is going to give it their all, so it should still be a good game. All right, next game we got Brighton versus Everton, and Brighton is hosting Everton.
a revitalized
A
Everton.
revitalized Everton that actually is okay with going out and scoring goals with Moise.
That's
Moise.
crazy.
Moise.
I can't believe you were saying that.
Oh,
Actually.
God, Moise. I'm happy for Moise that he's like, he's back now. You know what I mean? And I think it's his second stint at Everton, right? So that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
back to the game. Brighton versus Everton. I'm gonna go Brighton here. I think they're starting to find their form again. They look good in their game against Man United. So I'll say 2-1 Brighton in this one. I mean, what do you
Yeah,
think?
go with the tie.
Tie.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
All right. Max.
I go Everton win.
Oh wow.
Moise.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
All right, so that one right there, my friends, is going to shift the balance in our.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one. All right, next game: Liverpool versus Ipswich.
Give it to me, man. Give it to me.
What do
Can you
think,
guys
Max?
score 6 against Ipswich?
No, honestly, I 4-1.
4-1. Wow,
Oh.
big score
I
line.
don't think we keep a clean sheet.
Amir.
Gonna say Ipswich
What?
1,
Okay.
Liverpool 2.
I,
2-1.
you only think we're gonna get 2 goals after you guys get 6? That's disrespectful.
It's at Anfield.
Yeah.
Is Konate healthy?
He is, but he's like healthy.
He's still
Copa,
rusty,
and-
right?
Yeah.
But he's had a little bit of
They
rest
played
now.
Kwanzaa though today in the
Okay.
Champions League instead of, so they gave Konate a rest.
I think they'll get a clean sheet here. I'm gonna go at home at Anfield. I'm gonna go 3-0.
You don't think Liam Delap is gonna score?
No,
No.
he couldn't score against us, and for us, he has the
He was too
most
emotional.
revenge to score against
He was
us.
too emotional.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He
All
scored
right.
last time, right? The first game.
But yeah.
Next game, boys. Southampton versus Newcastle. Southampton is hosting.
Yes.
Bye bye Southampton.
Southampton stink, man.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to win this game. It's just a matter of how many goals is Newcastle going to score.
Newcastle lost 4-1 against Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
just
gonna
make
be-
sure we
Yeah.
put that out there.
I think 2-0 Newcastle. 2-0.
Mm.
2-0. Yeah. Amir?
3-1 Newcastle.
That sounds pretty good too to me.
I was gonna say the same thing. 3-1
3-1?
Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle.
Took it off my lips.
All right. Wolves hosting Arsenal. Max, what do you think?
Arsenal 1-0.
Arsenal
I
1-0.
mean, like literally, this. I'm talking about a horrible.
This is the Cunha game, right? This is
Yeah.
going to be the game
Well,
where
there are talks about Cunha moving to Arsenal too.
right.
That would
so
be
it's the Cunha game.
fantastic.
So he gotta
Great fit.
score at least 2 goals
Correct, I agree.
to earn.
To really force the
Yeah.
We need him now.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2.
Oh wow.
Let that team sink, man. I'm done with them.
Hashtag George Girgis.
I
Hashtag
know.
not sad.
I'm done with them.
That's funny.
I'm gonna
You're
say
about to go to their stadium.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal. I think they'll win, but it's not gonna look.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy for them. They're gonna have to really.
Another
gut it out.
corner
Another
kick.
Gabriel
Oh
header.
my God.
Yeah, Gabriel header, and then
Yeah. Havertz
Odegaard
Kofta.
gets a penalty, something like that. Like I think it'll be like a kind of Kofta type of couple goals. All right,
The
That's
game of the weekend.
12:30, Manchester City versus Chelsea.
Oof, that's fire.
Oh, I got to go first, right?
Yeah.
You wanna go
Yeah.
first,
No,
Amir?
there you go. I'm
Okay,
trying
I'll
to
go
imagine
first.
it.
All right, Man City hosting Chelsea. We're galvanized with the Erling Haaland signing. Foden is finding form. New players coming into the pitch.
Mm.
I think we're going to win this one 3-1.
That was my prediction too.
3-1.
3-1 for me.
Manchester City.
You guys are
All right.
crazy, man. I don't know.
Set.
You guys are already back.
We won't get a
now.
clean sheet unless Kusanov plays. Then we'll get. Just kidding. Go ahead, man.
You go first.
I'm gonna say 3-1.
You said
too.
3-1?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
That'll be a
That's the
boring
best
game.
case
bro.
scenario. Both Big Six teams just kind of knocked down a little bit, right?
I don't know. I
Well,
can't.
we're
I
not
can't pick
really,
a predictor.
you know.
I can't. I'm gonna say Palmer and Holland goals.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, Palmer is definitely gonna get a penalty.
Yeah, of course. And then he's gonna
Yeah.
make Ederson fly in
Yeah.
one direction. He's just gonna pop it in the other.
I'd like to see Jackson score against you guys.
Ah.
It'd be kind of fun.
Ruben
You
Diaz.
have him in fantasy?
Ruben Diaz.
No, I just like it just Jackson's an annoying player. Imagine if
Yeah.
he gets a goal against Manchester.
yeah.
It's just
Well,
a troll.
Ruben Diaz is back. I think Stones is back too.
That
Ake's
might
back.
be-
Yeah.
Ake's back.
Yeah, but Ruben Diaz, he makes a whole difference for Man City.
And by this time, I think Kyle Walker will be in Milan.
Yeah.
So that will be,
Dang,
as much as I love Kyle Walker, might be a net positive
Yeah.
for Man City.
By legend?
offensively.
Hopefully we
Legend,
don't.
question mark?
Man City
Yeah,
legend for
yeah.
sure.
I think so.
100%. He deserves a statue.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It might be a trap game though because we were playing a very important game against PSG tomorrow.
True.
I think the PSG game is
We
even
actually
more
need it.
important than the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Especially
in my
the
opinion,
reaction you guys
because
have.
because we have to win
Right.
in order for us to secure a place in the playoffs.
Trap
Oh, I didn't
game.
think about
It is a
that,
trap
man.
game.
Well, not even trap game. We might not play all of our top guns in that game. Like you might not see Kevin start.
Yeah.
I could see them not starting Kevin, going with like
James
a Bernardo.
McAtee.
Because
McAtee.
it's only 3 days away from
Yeah,
that game too.
True.
So
All right. Well, I wish I remembered that before I made my prediction, but it's too late now.
yeah,
All right. Sunday, January 26th at 9 a.m. Crystal Palace versus Brentford.
Yes.
Max, what do you think?
Crystal Palace will get the win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1. Amir.
I think Brentford are too good to. Not yeah, I think they can score like at
Yeah.
least 2-1 for Brentford.
2-1 Brentford.
Yeah,
This one screams tie to me, boys.
Really?
I was
Screams
thinking about
tie.
it,
Yeah.
I can see it.
And
guys, Brentford
Buemo.
are really
may-
good.
Maybe just
Crystal
because
Palace
maybe
is-
Crystal Palace.
They
The
have been
thing
really
is,
good.
like,
been all right, but
Palace is starting to look better, and Brentford I feel like they're slowing. So I feel like it evens out.
Brentford's attack is amazing.
Yeah, but Buemo's been
That's
off
true.
often
Yeah.
the last couple games. I'm feeling it on my fantasy team. So I'm gonna say 1-1. I'll say
I
1-1.
can see it.
All right, boys. I'm
Next
so
game.
excited to predict this game, man.
It just makes me laugh every time I
Yeah.
see the name.
Tottenham
Tottenham.
versus Leicester. And is there another European competition they're in squeezed in between this game or after?
Tottenham?
Yeah.
They have Europa League Thursday against Hoffenheim.
And that's
Ooh.
after this match or before?
Thursday before this
Thursday.
match.
Okay, before.
Yeah.
Okay. So they got the Hoffenheim game, which, they know that the Premier League is not well, so they're going to put everything into that game.
Yeah.
I go first on this one?
Yeah, go
Okay.
yeah.
Tottenham.
This is Leicester City we're talking about.
They haven't won in so long, Leicester.
Yeah,
It's two teams that haven't won in so long, honestly. It's like the battle of
I mean
attrition.
Tottenham won against Liverpool not too long ago in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Premier League wins have
Yeah.
come few and far between for both clubs.
Yeah.
But after the 3-2 embarrassment, I gotta think Tottenham is gonna put some heart into this one.
They don't care.
2-1 Tottenham.
2-1 Tottenham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though when they win, it's usually not like 2-1. It's usually like 4-0. You
Yeah.
know? So
This is where I'm going. 3-0.
I was
Tottenham.
literally about to
3-0? Okay.
I'm gonna change my score.
What do you think, Max?
I was gonna say 3-0, but I can't think of any other score. 3-0.
3-0.
So that's literally stuck in my head.
Are you both sure about that?
hmm
Yeah.
You guys know that they have
That's why I
Archie
didn't.
Gray as a center back.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dragusin.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
I think-
I asked. Let the record show I asked. That team getting a
Well,
clean sheet.
Van
Good
de
luck.
Ven is coming back too.
This game?
Mhm.
Okay, that helps. That helps. All right, fair enough. 11:30 a.m. Aston Villa versus West Ham. Oh man,
I
Max.
thought West Ham was back, and then they lost against Crystal Palace 2-0. So I think I was wrong that West Ham was all
But they
back.
beat Fulham 3-2.
I know, but they lost. They scored 0 goals, and they got a red card, and they were just horrible. And
Yeah, that's why kind of the
Villa,
red card.
Aston Villa looks better.
Okay.
Basically, the whole thing I'm saying is Aston Villa will win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say though 2-1.
2-1.
That was my prediction.
There you go. See, that's why.
I gotta change it now.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say 3-1.
3-1
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Who's West Ham's new coach?
It's a Potter, Graham Potter.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Come on, man.
Forgot.
It's
Yeah.
Graham.
Yeah.
Graham.
Potter.
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh god, I really need West Ham to turn it around because Sorry. As you guys know, I dropped Saka and picked up Kudus. So I really need Kudus
Oh.
That was a
to.
bad idea.
Why, dude?
Kudus is Coco.
He's like their best player until Bowen comes back, right?
He used to be.
Well, I just
Yeah.
thought like Graham, new manager, maybe he'll unlock some stuff with him, and we'll
Yeah.
see.
After that incident, he hasn't been the same.
He hasn't been the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like the 2-1 for Aston Villa, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably a brace from Ollie Watkins.
Watch us all be wrong and like.
West Ham win that one.
Yeah.
All right, the last game, 2 p.m. Fulham versus Man United at Craven Cottage.
Oh my gosh.
Fulham are going to get up for this game, man. Like everybody kind of sees Man United as kind of fresh blood, shark in the water.
That's gonna be a loud game to attend.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be hype. I think you're going to see some fireworks. It's going to be gritty.
A lot of beer.
I could see a red. I could see a.
You're just looking forward to this.
Yeah, I could see a red card happening in this game. I think it could be Bruno's fourth red. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully.
I'm gonna go with a.
Dang, Lindelof is still on that team. I didn't even realize.
No way.
He's on the injuries. I thought Lindelof left.
I'll say 1-1. 1-1. A gritty 1-1. Amir.
Wow. The gritty.
I think Fulham is gonna win.
Fulham. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say 2-1 Fulham.
2-1 Fulham.
Or that's probably what I see.
Max.
I say Fulham win as well. You know what? No, 1-1.
You agree with 1-1? Okay.
Is it? Wait, you said 1-1?
I did.
Okay, I'll stick with that.
All right. Fair enough. All right, we did it, boys. Game week 23 in the books.
Wow.
You know, how do you
Wow.
guys feel?
Excited and nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know how. We'll see what the transfer
Yeah.
window brings and how these results happen. But
Hopefully,
Arsenal, get it together, man. Those are my final words.
we got to give a shout out to Amir, who's going to go next tomorrow. Sorry, to England.
Oh,
gonna-
yeah.
I'm gonna be your ambassador.
Going across the pond,
Yeah.
are we, Amir?
Moise.
I'm gonna hold our logo in a banner and
Sounds good.
and invade a pitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just to be clear, you're going to be at that Man City Chelsea game. Is
Yeah.
that right, Amir? That's
We're gonna
awesome.
Very
look at the
excited.
camera, like
Yeah,
flash
you're
it.
gonna see me there.
Sounds good, bro.
I'm
Sounds
gonna wave
good.
to you guys.
All right.
Nice. All right. Any final words?
No, shout out to DJ Mustry. George Mustry.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
See you guys. Bye.